Hi, this is David Voss, CCIE 11372, and in this video we are covering troubleshooting DHCP. Specifically in this video, you're going to learn about DHCP message types. We first need to do a review of these message types so you can understand how to troubleshoot DHCP. Then we're going to discuss common DHCP issues that you will see on a network, and then finally we will cover DHCP troubleshooting commands. All of this information will be required to pass your troubleshooting exam. So let's begin. In order to troubleshoot DHCP effectively, you need to understand the DHCP message types. The first type of DHCP message is the DHCP discover message. This is when a client sends a message in an attempt to locate a DHCP server. It's sent to the broadcast IP address of all 255s. Using UDP port 67. Then there is the DHCP offer message. This is when the server sends this message in response to a DHCP discover message using UDP port 68. Next, DHCP request. This is a request for IP configuration parameters, and this is sent from a client to a specific DHCP server. There is DHCP decline, and this is sent from a client to a DHCP server to inform the server that an IP address is already in use on the network. There's DHCP ACK. This is when a server sends a message to a client and includes IP configuration parameters. And then DHCP NAC. This is when a server sends this message to a client and informs the client that the DHCP server declines to provide the client with the requested IP configuration information. There is DHCP release. This is when a client sends a message to a DHCP server to inform the DHCP server that the client has released its DHCP lease, thus allowing the server to reassign the client IP address to another client. Although you may not need to know these message types by heart in order to effectively troubleshoot DHCP on your network, you will need to know these message types in order to pass your exam. So please memorize the DHCP message types. Now that you understand DHCP message types, let's cover common DHCP issues. The first is a router not forwarding broadcasts. This could be a problem because by default, a router does not forward DHCP discover broadcast messages. A router needs to be configured to act as a DHCP relay agent if the DHCP client and server are in different subnets. The next issue is the DHCP pool running out of IP addresses. A pool contains a finite number of addresses, so therefore, once a pool becomes depleted, new DHCP requests are rejected and your client surely will be calling the help desk. Next, a common one, misconfiguration. The configuration of the actual DHCP server on your network might be incorrect, and that could be the range of network addresses provided to clients, or it could be the exclusion of addresses statically assigned. Therefore, some addresses might already be assigned on the network, and if you're allocating them in DHCP, that's going to cause issues. Duplicate IP addresses, and that's one of the issues right there. A DHCP server might hand out an IP address to another client that is already statically assigned to another host on the network. So this obviously is going to cause connectivity issues for both of the clients. And then by the very nature of DHCP, which is more passive, or the pull nature of DHCP, the server has no ability to initiate a change in the client IP address after the client obtains that IP address. Next, redundant services not communicating. You need to understand that sometimes DHCP servers coexist with other DHCP servers for the purpose of redundancy. Now, if these servers do not communicate, this can mean that two servers are acting independently and therefore overlapping IP addresses are being sent out to clients. So here are some common DHCP troubleshooting commands, and really the four you will need to know for your exam. The first is clear DHCP binding, which releases all current DHCP leases. This is obviously not something you want to do lightly, but if you needed to actually release all the current leases, you would do so via clear IP DHCP binding. Next, clear IP DHCP conflict, which clears all currently identified DHCP conflicts. This command would be much more likely to be one that would be used during troubleshooting as your first line of attack. Next, debug IP DHCP server events. And this provides real-time information about DHCP address assignments and database updates. And then finally, debug IP DHCP server packet. And this also provides real-time information as it decodes DHCP packets. So let's do some troubleshooting. Here's a basic scenario where we have 3 routers and a DHCP client. You see here router C is going to be our DHCP server. And then we have 2 hops to get to a DHCP client who's obviously going to be requesting an IP address. The problem is this client cannot obtain an IP address, so this is your trouble ticket. We're going to take a look at the configurations and see what's wrong and see if you can spot what the issue is. But this client is saying he cannot obtain an IP address via DHCP. So let's go ahead and take a look at the configurations of each of the 3 routers. You have router A, router B, and router C. You'll see router C is set up as the DHCP server. Router A and router B are relay agents for DHCP. Go ahead and take a look at the configuration and stop the video if you need to and see if you can spot what the programming issue is as to why that DHCP client cannot obtain an IP address. Okay, now that you've had a few seconds to take a look at the configuration, let's give you a few hints. Take a closer look at router B and the configuration for this router and see if you can spot what the issue is. Now you'll notice on router B, he's programmed with an IP helper address correctly. It's a DHCP relay agent. The problem, it's not applied to the right interface. It needs to be applied to interface E1, not E0, because the DHCP client makes the query to that interface, and therefore, for that to work effectively, E1 needs to have the DHCP relay agent configuration. So that's a rather straightforward issue, but it's a common issue and one you certainly could be tested on in your troubleshooting exam. Let's take a look at another DHCP scenario, one that pops up as a frequent issue with DHCP server rollouts on Cisco networks. Let's go ahead and troubleshoot another issue. We receive a trouble ticket that a client on the network is getting a duplicate IP address error. The DHCP server is router A, but the client is having issues getting on the network, and he again is receiving an error of a duplicate IP address. And let's go ahead and take a look at the configuration of router A and router C. Now router C, we now understand, will be the DHCP relay agent. So let's focus in now on the programming for router A and take a look and see if you can spot the issue as to why there is a call coming in with regards to an IP address conflict on the network. Now take a look at the network once again, and here's a hint for you. Actually take a look outside of the router itself, and we have a static client on the network. And take a look at the configuration again and see if that helps you troubleshoot this issue. You'll see here the DHCP pool is 192.168.0.0, but what's missing? We have a static client of 192.168.1.3, and the problem is that it's very likely these clients both have been given this address, one statically and one via DHCP. We need to add in IP DHCP excluded address for any static address we're assigning within the range we're using for DHCP. So that's a good reminder and a common issue in DHCP that if you're statically assigning an IP address on your network that is within the same pool of your DHCP pool, you need to exclude that using the IP DHCP excluded address command. You can specify a single address or a range. So here's what you've learned in this video. You've learned about DHCP message types and their importance in troubleshooting. common DHCP issues that you will see on any network, and then we went over DHCP troubleshooting commands, as well as we give you a few scenarios. All of this will help you prepare for your troubleshooting exam and passing it. Good luck in your studies.